proud to say we made it, because not only is it a kit with the blower, this kit is made where you don't have to run the blower. Essentially, you can take the blower stuff off and run just an alternator and an AC for guys that want a pretty look but don't really want to jump into a blower yet, or they've got a stock small block Chevy or something that can't really handle a whole bunch of power. They just want the pretty look. But if they want to build something, they have the ability to add the blower down the road.
Right. Building on a budget.
Yeah.
Let's put all this part on for now, and then when I can afford the ProCharger, I'll come back with a bolt right quick.
Yep.
We used to do things that way. I mean,
so we're always working on R&D. We're always working on the car. Someone's over here every day working. This would be kind of the completed C8 kit, and that's that intake that you've seen on the floor in the actual vehicle.
so this car initially came with a blower.
No, these
No?
did not. No, none of the C8s have the factory blowers. It's just, obviously it's hard to, with the rear engine platform, to get an intercooler to fit. We had to make an intake that had the air to water in it, kind of like the newer, what everyone's essentially going to with the pancake air to water inside, like the Holly high Rams or the Texas Speed intakes and stuff like that.
Shout out to C8 RZ51 from
That's really a
Wisconsin.
good idea on cars that have the room for it.
Yeah. We will be coming out with something in the near future that it's going to be a little bit different, a little bit low profile, kind of for the same platform.
Still bigger now.
Yeah.
If not bigger.
Yeah.
So you got the cool job over here working on all
I'm
this.
not, normally I do marketing stuff, but we're actually taking this one back to stock because we're going to move to the next. We're going to get another convertible for ourselves because the convertibles are a lot different. Actually, yeah, because that convertible is a customer's car, and we like to test, make sure everything fits on a car like that. But we're not going to beat on that car. We'll dyno it, but we're not going to take it to a road course or drag strip or any of that. So this was our second. So our very first one was a 2020. This was our 21, and it's basically kind of ran its course. This car's had plenty of road course miles, drag strip stuff, and all that. So the blue car is a 23, and what we'll probably do is get like a 22 convertible. So that way we have a hardtop car to beat on and a convertible car to beat on.
Gotcha.
Since all of our cars were hardtops. So, you'd like to keep them all, but hard to justify having four. We had 3 company Corvettes or C8s at one time.
Yeah.
Don't want to have 4. We'd like to keep. Actually technically we'll have 3.
Yeah.
So we have the red car.
next door.
The red car is a Z51. The blue car is a base model,
Yeah.
and then we'll have a convertible. So technically,
You better buy a white convertible.
Nah, I think we're
It's
gonna
got to
go
be
with
white, red,
highlighter
white, and
yellow.
blue.
Highlighter
Red, white, and
yellow.
blue. There's
We've done a
no
red,
way.
white,
Yeah,
blue shot.
actually, that would be cool if we did get a white one. Then we
I'm
would
telling
have
you.
red, white, and blue.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah.
What did we do it with?
We had our red one and this blue one, and then we had the white one.
Oh, yeah.
The customer car we worked
Yeah,
with.
that's true. But yeah, it was wild that it's a very small space in theory, but it all worked out. So obviously the blower mounted back here because I just took it off the drive system, and then I guess GM was nice enough that you reach your head up in there. There is nothing in this side vent panel, so it was great for us to run the heat exchanger and fan setup, and it all just bolted right in. So to do this kit, what you're seeing is what you're seeing. You unbolt this wheel, the wheel comes off, the wheel liner comes off in about 2 minutes. And then after that, you would jack up the car to get to the belt, and everything else is right here. So, and everything we did is plug and play. So all your harness extensions, like this is for a MAF, is plug and play. The water lines, this is a wiring harness that goes down that plugs into the computer. So a customer just opens up the harness, plugs it in. So there's no cutting or soldering or trimming or. The only cutting you do on this entire kit is this little piece of carpet, because we need a little bit more space here. But all these bolt holes were stock. So there's a cover. That one had the cover on it, right?
It's over there.
So, well, so
That just kind of shows that, we don't just make these kits and send them to customers and, put it in their hands at that point. We test everything we have and beat on it as much as we can to make sure that people in the field aren't going to
But
have
your,
any
your
issues.
guys sitting in there at the desk really gotta know what the hell's going on out here when
Yeah.
they set a kid up and send it out the door.
So,
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing with those guys on the desk. Everyone does an install. So not only do I put these kits on, or Eric puts these kits on, every individual that's on the tech team and the sales team will get out here and get their hands dirty putting our kits on. So they're familiar with the manual, they're familiar with the car. So it's not like, you know, they're reading the manual with the customer trying to figure out what's going on. They kind of know,
Been
yeah,
there,
hey,
done
I've
that.
put this on, move that coupler this way,
Right.
and you'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
We're all car guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all have our own projects and stuff like that. But even like this F-250, the reason why it's here is because Ford, Chevy, and Dodge.
Yes.
All, if you buy an F-250, have a dual alternator option for, you know, well, I think that
Yeah.
for if you run a,
Yeah,
you
or
can run
Jeeps.
a welder. The
Yeah.
Jeeps have them.
Yeah.
So we already had an F-250 kit, but we had never had one in here that had the dual alternator option. So this truck was a dual alternator truck.
Yeah.
So we had to make revisions to the kit that will now work,
Yeah.
no matter which one.
That's
you have.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody thinks they're like, oh, it's fine. Mine's
Yeah.
the same year. It's the same truck.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a
Always
little
a
bit of
change.
difference.
Always
Right.
a change.
Very cool.
This just makes me want a Corvette.
That one's coming up for sale.
Well, if you just need to get it out there, I'll drive it for you.
So is this that new,
So this is the 7.3 Godzilla engine. So this one did have a dual alternator, dual battery option, and we did everything to retain the factory extra battery. We did have to get rid of the second alternator just because there's so much room it takes up. But for guys using these trucks for, you know, plowing or hauling or anything like that, which this is a plow truck from New York, the customer sent it to us to test with. You know, we try to get everything to fit to reuse the extra battery. And then, like you said, even on the Corvettes, on all of our kits, we try to make it where there's no cutting of any factory part or anything like that. So you can take the car back to stock if need be for anything, you know, down the road or anything like that. And we always have vehicles in here that we're working on. That's kind of why we had to expand. I mean, you've seen the building over there where the machine shop kind of grew into our R&D area. You know, we just had to acquire this building to fit all of our cars.
Not a bad problem.
We've got a lot of.
You show them this one?
This is the F-150, which was a complete redesign. So they changed some things. It still has a Coyote motor in it, but the front accessories of it was all changed. So we had to do a complete redesign of the bracket, how it mounted, fans.
But for the positive,